So let's start with call rags, lights and shapes. Let me just write here call rags, that is collision regulations, and we are going to discuss lights and shapes. Lights and shapes exhibited by various vessels. All right. So first of all, the first topic is what are the types of the vessels? And the types of the vessels are given in Haji. Let's start with the cadets, Anushka Chaudhary. Anushka Chaudhary, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So the types of vessels are given in which rule? Do you remember? That is in DNS semester 1. Okay. That is rule number 3. And that talks about general definitions. General definitions. Are you able to recall now, Anushka?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I'm getting it.
All right. So the first term is the vessel. Can you tell me what is vessel? How the vessel is defined?
Yes, sir. The word vessel includes every description of watercraft, including non-displacement craft, WIG craft, and seaplane, used or capable of being used as a means of transportation on water.
So anything which is capable of being used or capable or means of transportation, right?
Yes, sir.
Means of transportation. That is vessel. And that means that includes what? Any watercraft, non-displacement craft. You know what is non-displacement craft? Like your air cushion vessel, wing in ground, that is ACV, air cushion vessel, WIG, wing in ground, that is airplane or seaplane, anything. It is not only your merchant ship. So they're all vessel. So as per Colrad, these vessels, they are our various categories. So number one is power driven vessel. Okay, PD in short. Number two, the powered and vessel related to this will be air cushion vessel. Okay, air cushion vessel is a very sorry is a very fast moving water surface, and it is using the air cushioning effect. Actually, there are blowers here, and the blowers provide the buoyancy, the support, buoyancy support, and that operates in non-displacement mode. That means it is not displacing water. Then another cousin of powered vessel is WIG. It is wing in ground. All right. Then fourth is powered and vessel engaged in towing. By the way, this is also powered and vessel engaged in towing. तो इसको शॉर्ट में बोलेंगे टग, राइट? Then obviously if there is a tug, then tug has to tow something, vessel or object. It could be vessel or object being towed. इसको कहेंगे TOW, tow, tug and tow arrangement. Then number 6, remember something? After tug and tow, what is the rule, Anushka?
So I'm just trying to recall.
Sailing vessel.
Okay, so sailing vessel.
Sailing vessel. And after sailing vessel is fishing vessel. Look at the sequence. Okay. And the fishing vessel, actually, there are two types. So there is something called trawler. That means vessel engage in trawling operation. And another one is fishing vessel other than trawler. You need to use proper term. The trawler or fishing vessel other than trawler. Number 8. NUC. What is NUC?
So vessel not under command.
Okay. So can you tell me the definition?
Yes, sir. The term vessel not under command means a vessel which through some exceptional circumstances is unable to maneuver as required by these rules, and is therefore unable to keep out of the way of the vessel of
Correct.
another vessel.
Right. So here the keyword here is exceptional. Exceptional circumstances. And what do you mean by exceptional? These are the circumstances which don't happen on a daily basis. Okay, this is something very unusual, very exceptional. So some examples.
So like steering failure, rudder failure,
Correct.
extreme bad weather.
Yes. Right. So rudder broken or missing. These are some exceptional circumstances. Similarly, propeller, I think double L, propeller, yeah. Propeller is also broken, missing. Then we have main engine broken, steering failure, vessel dragging anchor, which hardly many guys do explain. Vessel dragging anchor, sailing vessel becalmed. That means there is no wind and there's a sailing vessel, or exceptionally bad weather. It's not that wind force 4 and 5, but some exceptionally bad weather. These are some examples of NUC. Then we have number 9 will come here, and that is RAM. Can you tell me what is RAM?
So it's restricted in our ability to maneuver.
So what is the definition?
Um, the term vessel restricted in our ability to maneuver means a vessel which means a vessel because of which of her nature is restricted in her ability to maneuver as required by this rule, and is therefore unable to keep out of the way of another vessel.
Perfect. So here, what is the keyword? Nature of work. Nature of work. See, it is because of exceptional circumstance. I mean, NUC is because of exceptional circumstance, and the RAM is because of the nature of our work. All right. So, what is the nature of work? There are plenty like vessel engage in laying, servicing, vessel engage in dredging, vessel engage in transferring person, launching, recovery or aircraft, mine clearance, and towing. So, here the RAM is having 4 categories. RAM is having 4 categories here as per Colrag. Number 1, RAM other than mine clearance. Remember, that is how the lights are arranged. Mine clearance. Restricted in our ability to maneuver other than mine clearance. The second RAM is vessel engage in dredging. Vessel engage in dredging or underwater operation. Third is vessel engage in diving. So in short, you can call it as dredger and this as a vessel engage in having diver or diving operation. And then a towing vessel, which is also ram. These are four categories which are given in call right. All right, now we'll move to the next cadet. Anandji Chobe.
Yes,
Anandji Chobe, your audio is clear. The next type is CBD. Can you tell me what is CBD? Anandji Chobe.
sir, the term vessel constrained by her draft means a powered vessel because of her draft in relation to
Okay.
the level depth
I
and
think
width
your,
of
your network
navigable
is
water.
really poor. We'll move to the next cadet. Ajit Kumar.
Yes, sir.
All right. You need to work on your network properly. I really don't know how, whether you need to buy a proper internet. Right. So let's come to the CBD. Can you define CBD?
Yes, sir. This is a vessel constrained by her draft.
Hmm.
It means a power-driven vessel, uh, which is because of her draft with respect to the available depth and width of navigable water. It is severely restricted in her ability to deviate from the course she is following.
All right. Very good. So here the keyword, first of all, the CBD is nothing but a pardon vessel. Okay. And we have already discussed here pardon vessel. ये भी pardon vessel ही है. This is also pardon vessel. This is also pardon vessel. So here, if we come here, CBD is also a pardon vessel. But because of the draft in relation to the available depth, depth पहले था फिर बाद में width भी जोड़ दिया इन्होंने. That it is unable to deviate from the course she is following. Then number 11 is vessel engage on pilotage duty. Or simply pilot vessel. Vessel engage on pilotage duty or pilot vessel. Then 12, we can have vessel at anchor. And number okay, here I think I have missed out something. This RAM actually, yeah, actually these RAMs other than mine clearance. So number 10, I think why we can clarify that number 10 as mine sweeper or mine clearance. Although this is also the category of RAM, but here the RAM light are for other than mine clearance vessel and these dredger diving. So number 10, mine clearance vessel is separate. By the way, that is also pardon vessel plus some additional lights. And then we can have this as number 11, that is CBD. That will be the sequence or the order of the lights. Then pilot vessel, then 13 anchor, and the 14 is vessel aground. That is how the lights of vessels at the lights and signals are arranged in call right. So after the type, we'll come to a term where many guys are getting confused. That is underway. Whether you are underway or not underway. Yes. So rule 3I defines clearly what is underway. Yes. What is this? Ajit, can you tell me what is given in rule 3I?
Sir, it defines the term underway, which says that the word underway means that vessel is not at anchor or aground or made fast at port.
All right. So I am saying let's have these two eyes. So that means either you are in one circle or another circle. So this circle is underway. Let me just write fully. And this circle is not underway. So we are saying the vessel is not at anchor, made fast ashore or aground, not at anchor. But if it is at anchor, aground, or made fast ashore, that means it is not underway. Otherwise, it is underway. So the underway is going to have two categories. It is stopped or it is making way. So Colruyt is having a mechanism where it is using the term underway, or sometimes it is using the term making way, or sometimes stop. These are the terms used. So underway, this making way is underway, but making way. So either you say underway and making way, and here either you say stop or you say underway and stop. That is fine. But you need to clarify whether the vessel is making way or whether the vessel is stop. Or in case there is no information, then obviously the vessel is underway. So there should not be any confusion, because certain ships are the lights, some ships are having the lights of underway, and some ships are having the lights, separate lights. And here let me just give you a quick recap. The underway category, so that you have some fair idea. Underway category is like pardon vessel. So that means whether the pardon vessel is making way or stop is going to have these lights. Sailing vessel. And remember, anything, any type which is having this pardon vessel, say towing vessel and CBD, they're all in this category. CBD, even pilot vessel, tug, they are underway category. But there is something making way category. If their stop is different, on making way, they are having the different light. If making way, that is the time they will show side light and stern light. If they stop, they will not show. So that is actually NUC, ram, fishing vessel, trawler. All right. So these vessels, be careful. Don't say underway. If you are saying underway, then you specify whether it is making way or not, or it is a stop. Similarly, fishing vessel. So don't get confused with this, with these terms. Now we'll come to the next topic of this, that is types of light. And quickly I'm going to cover what are the types of light. Types of lights. All right. So first light is masthead light, and there is a way of understanding these lights. Suppose this is beam, this is 22.5 here, 22.5 here. Let me just write 22.5 degree, 22.5 degree, and obviously this is 180 degree. So the first type of light is mast head light. So obviously these lights are an unbroken light. White light, first characteristic, this is the white light. unbroken, that means it is not flashing, and it is placing on fore and aft center line. Arc over an arc of horizon of 225 degree. How? The entire arc, this is I am representing 180 degree plus 22.5 degree plus 22.5 degree, that is actually 225 degree. So that is how it is going to look like this. This is the masted light. I have covered this in simple steps. Then we have another light, that is a stern light. Ajit Kumar,
Yes, sir.
can you tell me about stern light?
The stern light is also a white light.
Hmm.
It is also unbroken, and it is on a fore and aft center line, and it has an arc on the horizon of angle 135 degrees.
Okay. First of all, this is white light, correct. Unbroken light, yes, that is also correct. Fore and aft center line, that is not correct. This is placed as a stern. So it is not necessary that it is exactly at the fore and aft line. It is placed as nearly as practicable as a stern. Now you need to do some deep study. Arc of horizon is how much?
So
This one.
135 degrees.
Correct. 135 degree. 135 degree. And there is further explanation that if you see from either side, then it should show 67.5 degree from either side. So basically it is like this. And if you see from either side, then this arc 67.5 degree, 67.5 degree, the total makes you 135 degree. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give me reaction so that I know. All right. And then we have what else? Which light will be remaining? Side lights, right?
Yes, sir.
So side light, I think number 3, let's do the side lights. So here, what I'm saying, if I divide this and this section on the left, port side will be red and starboard side will be
Green.
green. So the light color is now white, not white. It's red on port, green on starboard, arc of horizon. What will be arc? 225 divided by 2.
112.5 degrees.
112.5 degree. Or if you see from a beam, then 22.5 degree above the beam on either side.
Yes, sir.
Right? And plays on fore and aft center line, and vessel less than 20 meter, it may have combined. Remember something?
Combined lantern.
Combined lantern. Good. And now the cousin of the stern light, you can say towing light. Towing light. Towing light, similar to, the color is yellow, rest similar to stern light. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Number 5, then we'll be having all round lights. All round light. All round light means they are having arc of horizon of 360
360 degree.
degree, and that can be any color. Or obviously that has to be unbroken. It is not flashing. And the flashing light, as per the definition, the flashing light, the frequency,
120 or more flashes per minute.
correct, 120 flashes or more per minute. Right?
Yes.
That is the flashing light. Now we'll come to the range of the lights, because if we need to take action in call-reg, you should know that how far you are able to see. So let's move here. Ranges of lights. Okay, so for ranges of light, there is rule number 22, which defines the visibility of lights and ranges. And there is plenty of this thing. We'll not go too much into detail. And the intensity is given in Annex 1. Intensity is given in Annex 1. Okay, Section 8. Let me be just more specific. Again, you can read the intensity. But what is more interesting is this minimum visibility range. All right. So if the vessel is 50 meter or more, length 50 meter or more, that makes sense. So masthead light is 6 mile, and rest other lights is 3 miles. That is the minimum range. All right. If we talk about small vessel, we'll take the extreme case. Vessel less than 12 meter. This will be 2 mile, and other light 2 mile except side lights, which are given at 1 mile. Okay. So rest of the lights like 20 meter or more, less than 50 meter, 12 meter or more, less than 20 meter. This is for academic interest. You can read it later, but these are some thumb rules which you need to remember. Masthead light minimum 6 mile on usual ships of 50 meter or more, and rest of the side lights will be 3 mile. That's what you should remember. Rest everything is given the rule number 22. You can read it and find out. Then inconspicuous partly submerged vessel or object being towed, here inconspicuous. Difficult to. And inconspicuous partly submerged vessel, partly submerged vessel or object being towed, So this kind of character will have 3 mile range. Then we have positioning of lights, and this positioning of lights, we can write it down. Positioning. This is Annex 1, and you can read it in details. I'm not saying that you should go word by word, but certain terms you should understand. What is height above all right, and what should be the placement of lights, and where should be the side lights. So that is given in this call-reg simplified also. And if you are having 2 lights, what should be the vertical distance between them? That is also given there. Then straightway will come to the term shapes. All right. So straightway we'll come to the term shapes. What is shapes? Shapes are actually black color. Usually the shapes will be circle, triangle, cylinder, or diamond. Okay, diamond. 1 second. Diamond, that one triangle, like this, and so on. The shapes, number one is black color. Their diameter is 0.6 meter. Similarly, this is also 0.6. 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 0.6 meter. The cylinder is double. Let me just roughly. So it is 1.2. This is also double. This is 1.2 meter. Very easy to remember. Minimum dimensions. Okay. They can be foldable type also. So remember that way. Now we'll come to the lights and shapes. Although the lights and shape, they start with pod and vessel, but I have a bit different approach. And what I will do, we'll start with vessel at anchor. So it becomes more convenient to understand other lights. So at the moment, what we'll do, we'll pause. All right. So as I said, instead of pod and vessel, let's have a technique. We'll start with lights exhibited by vessel, lights and shapes. Actually, it's not about light, it's lights and shapes. That is what we need to discuss. Lights and shapes exhibited by various vessels. So first is vessel at anchor. All right. So the rule says simply, and here with the help of this diagram, let me just explain. Suppose this is the vessel. And aft I'm showing with this propeller shape, kind of this figure of 8, which you see. So if the vessel is less than 50 meter, it is going to show one white all round light. This is white all around light. One white out, length less than 50 meter. That's it. But if it is more than 50 meter, there will be another one, Bachu light here. That is also white all round light. Now the vessel is greater than 50 meter. Another, this is W for white and all round white light. See, the circle indicates, this circle indicates, it means all round white light. But if the vessel is greater than 100 meter, if the length is greater than 100 meter, what they have, it is going to illuminate deck light. I'm just showing it with the yellow color. Or simply let me write here, deck light. So this, what we have discussed, we have discussed the lights. So Om Tiwari, can you tell me what is the day shape?
So D shape is one black ball forward, sir.
Correct. Anchor ball. And the anchor ball, it doesn't say less than 50 meter, more than 50 meter, or 100 meter. It's just the anchor ball. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll come to the second, vessel aground. So how should we recall? Do you remember, Om Tiwari?
Sir, two red lights on mastheads, main mastheads, vessel aground.
Okay. Anything else? Let me give you a quick formula. And we are talking about lights. not the shapes. Okay. Lights means anchor light plus 2 all-round red lights. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you are having anchor light plus 2 all-round red lights. The shapes is different. Shapes, instead of having this anchor ball, we will be having 3 black balls. 3 black balls. That's it. So is it difficult? Suppose if I'm having a ship here and you have to explain me. Suppose this is the vessel aground. And the length is greater than 100 meter. What will be the lights? Tell me. Let's start.
So the vessel is aground, sir?
Yeah, vessel aground greater than 100 meter. Vessel aground. What light it is going to show?
Sir, it will show one forward all-round light, which will be on forward, one aft all-round white light.
All-round white light. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And with that, it will show 2 red lights on masthead, sir. And deck lights will be illuminated.
Deck light, symbolically, I'm just using this. That's it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now we shall start with another lights, that is power driven vessel. Okay. And the power-driven vessel, if we have little 3-dimensional view of this power-driven vessel, it will be much simpler for us to understand. And just for sake of simplicity, I'm just having, this is the mast. One. So the power-driven vessel is having one masthead light here. Okay. And you know, masthead light is white light.
Yes, sir.
And if the length is greater than 50 meter, it is going to have this. Here the length is greater than 50 meter. But there is a clause here. If the length is less than 50 meter, that also can exhibit these lights. So length, we will say probably. Try to understand this term. Why? Because less than 50 meter is not obliged, but may do so. यानी 50 मीटर से छोटा जहाज भी ये लाइट लगा सकता है और 50 मीटर से बड़ा जहाज तो लगाएगा. तो अगर ये दोनों लाइट दिख रही हैं, that means this and this, it means the length is probably more than 50 meter. We are not sure, right? And then it is going to have side lights. Side light I am representing like this. I showed you the arc. And this side, obviously, you will not be able to see from this side, but I'm showing this diagram in a 3-dimensional way so that you are able to figure it out. And then stern light. By the way, this PD is underway. So that means on a power-driven vessel, if you are drifting, waiting for pilot, maybe you have stopped, that time also you are going to show these lights. Are you getting it? So you are going to show these lights whether you are drifting, stopped, moving. At anchor, things will change. But whether underway, that means stopped or making way, it is going to show these lights. So what term we have to use? Power-driven vessel underway. Remember, you start using these terms. PD underway. Power-driven vessel underway is going to use these lights. Is it clear? Om Tiwari?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Now we'll move to the next. That is air cushion. Air cushion vessel. Air cushion vessel, we should not say underway. Because air cushion vessel works on the principle of air cushioning where there are blowers. And these blowers provide support So we say air cushion vessel in non-displacement mode. If there is a displacement mode, we will start calling underway and not underway. All right. But if it is in non-displacement mode, that means it is not displacing water. It is just running on the surface with high speed because of the blower. So ACV is nothing but powered and vessel light plus yellow flashing light. All right. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
So, and I think I should show you the picture also so that you have some idea. And this picture is taken from this book only. Look at this. This is non-displacement mode. There are blowers here. Okay. And these blowers are providing sufficient support, buoyancy support. It is not displacing water. It is just moving on the surface and moving at a very fast speed. All right. So that is actually powered vessel, air cushion vessel in non-displacement. Now, same thing here. If you see these lights, say picture number 1, how are you going to describe this?
So first one is power-driven vessel in non-displacement. Air cushion vessel in non-displacement mode. Seen end on, sir.
Correct. One more thing. Air cushion vessel less than 50 meter, non-displacement, operating in non-displacement. Seen and on in the first picture. Okay. And suppose there is one more white light. So what will you say?
More than 50 meters, sir. Probably more than 50 meters.
Say complete statement.
So powered air cushion vessel, probably more than 50 meters in operating in non-displacement mode, seen end on.
Correct. Probably more than 50 meter in length. All right. Now there is another one. These are cousins of powered vessel, nothing else. That is actually WIG, wing in ground. So wing in ground flies above the water or other surface using ground effect without touching the surface. So wing in ground while taking off, landing, or in flight, proximate near the surface. In flight, near the surface. So wing in ground is having three categories. When it is taking off, when it is landing, and when it is flying near the surface. This aeroplane is flying near the surface. All right. So it is nothing but powered vessel plus what else, Samtiwari?
Sir, high intensity all round red flashing light.
Correct. All round high intensity. All round to hai ye. All round high intensity flashing red light. Now we'll come to the next. That is CBD. Let's move to the next cadet. Nikhil Singh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Nikhil.
Sir, CBD,
Yeah, what is CBD?
the constraint by draft.
Okay. So what is CBD? CBD is nothing but pardon vessel. It is
Yes,
nothing but power driven vessel. Okay.
yes, sir.
It is nothing but power driven vessel plus what else? Remember?
Sir, the vessel constrained by draft because of the relation of the depth and width.
So what is the light?
So lights are all around three red lights in vertical line.
It's a power driven vessel light plus 3 all round lights in a vertical.
Vertical line.
Or day shape. What is day
Sir,
shape?
day shape is cylinder.
Cylinder. Height of the cylinder 1.2 minimum, and this is 0.6 meters.
Yes.
The term used is may. And what do you mean by may? Optional. These are not compulsory. Okay. Many guys get confused. I really don't know how many times the surveyor might have asked and how many times I have asked, but still some guys will forget. These are optional lights. These are not compulsory lights. Because why? Because it depends. The CBD is in relation to the available depth and width of water. The CBD, who decides CBD? The navigator. Okay. Or we can say OW decide that my vessel is CBD. Say for example, I'll give you one example. This is your vessel. The draft is say 12 meter, big vessel, but the depth is 200 meter. Then there is another vessel, and here the draft is 8 meter, and the water here is only 5 meter. You tell me which is CBD, A or B?
Sir, B.
Makes sense? Because it is the draft in relation to the available depth and width of navigable water, where the vessel is restricted or from the course, in her ability to deviate from the course, she is followed. So these lights are optional. Be very careful. You can read the stuff which is given in this text, but I'm trying to just summarize it, make it simple for you. Now we'll come to the interesting part, and this will divide into this forum number 7, tug and tow together. Tug and tow. All right. So how we are going to determine? Suppose this is your tug. This is your tug. So for tug and tow, this rule start with rule number 24A. That is for tugs. That instead of one masted light, there will be two masted lights. Two masted lights in a vertical line where they can be seen. And of course, side lights will be here. Red light you can't see. All right. And stern light, that also you will not be see from it, but just for sake of illustration, I am trying to show you. And there is a towing light. You know what is towing light?
Sir,
Haji,
doing the yellow all round light.
above stern light. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But there is a catch here. If you are applying 24A, there is a rule 24D also. Rule 24D. वो क्या बोलता है? If it is less than 50 meter, that is fine. If it is more than 50 meter, probably it will be having one more light. Length probably 50 meter or more. So we have already covered the tug, right?
Yes.
I forgot to put the mic. I really don't know what kind of recording I'll be getting, but never mind. Now, vessel or object being towed. Suppose there is a vessel or object being towed. It is going to have side lights, this and this one. The red light you will not be able to see, and the stern light. And stern light. And if saying that if you are having, remember, if the length of the tow
Exceeds 200 meter.
length of the tow is taken from where you need to take. This is length of the tow, or this is length of the tow. Suppose this is a rope.
Sir, from the second one, sir, from the stern of the.
Correct. So this is the length of the tow. And if length of the tow is greater than 200 meter, what has changed?
Sir, then 3 lights in a vertical line.
Correct. So I have just added this one with the blue color. Okay. And
Yes.
a diamond shape here. And by the way, one diamond shape here.